And as if to back up my argument, 15 seconds a shot for O'Sullivan so far.
Yeah, Stephen said in the studio, such a ferocious front runner as Ronnie that the other thing you know, he's not going to rest on any laurels while he's out there. Off again. One. A brilliant shot that, isn't it? Illustrating how difficult that was and hardly any pocket to go at. Oh, that's unlucky. I suppose it's fair dinkum.
O'Sullivan won.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but let's call it one apiece. In the fortune stakes. Great pot.
One.
No one, Alan, not even O'Sullivan could have legislated for that.
Eight. Nine. Twelve. $30.
There's a quarter of a century age gap, but also a chasm in experience. O'Sullivan has won 39 world ranking titles. Fan won. O'Sullivan's been in 134 ranking event quarterfinals. Fan has been in 2. What about last 32 appearances? Fan, just the 3. O'Sullivan, 214.
Nice.
Yeah, but this has been a good riposte. Obviously been swamped the first couple of frames. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't try to make it happen as such. Just let it happen organically, if you like, just by the fact that he is playing good stuff anyway. So now getting to the key point now. Yeah, if he's come straight in that red, that's quite a bad error. So there, got a bit of angle, but it kind of takes the blue out of the equation. So you would expect him to play for half ball green or brown. Yeah, see, that's just asking a wee bit
26.
too much, I think. Just naturally let the shot dictate the shot that you play yourself. The angle he had was top it through, and he was guaranteed half ball green or brown. He tried to create something that wasn't really there. I can understand why. He just didn't get through the cue ball as desired. But it's end of break.
$31. Thank you. Fan Zhengyi, 31.
Just off straight. Played this shot a couple of nights ago, a few times actually, and got really close every time. Wasn't easy. Decent result.
That was high tariff, yes. But if there's been a comparative weakness in O'Sullivan's game this week, it has been potting from distance. Tonight, he's attempted 4, and he hasn't knocked in any of them. Break building, can't fault him.
One.
Now there's the tournament long pot success, 56% for O'Sullivan, slightly better for Fan. 56 isn't bad. Just saying comparatively with the rest of his game.
Fan Zhengyi, 1.
Yeah, that was very good. Lovely tuck in. The only problem, as ever, with a red near a cushion, Ronnie, expect to at least within, well, 2 or 3 at the most. Only red he can leave is the one he's trying to lay on. And he's got it. Does he gamble here? The cross double, just looking at it, it's not really on. The cue ball should hit above the left corner. Yes, it was above the left corner. It wasn't really on, so he's trying to find a gap.
The crowd living every shot. It was the finest of contacts. Alan, I don't know whether it's a sighting tendency, but he's done that 3 times in this tournament. Pots of that ilk to that pocket and hitting them grossly thick.
Yes, it was a wee bit similar to that one we showed in the angle at the top of the programme, wasn't it? Where, as you say, Phil, got it thick. Almost a kind of blind spot for him, but I don't know, maybe just probably been hypercritical. But yeah, it's a shot he tends to not play all that well. Of course, there was a lot of pressure on it. I think I'd like the feature about this tournament, the way the table's played, along the cushion, the pockets are not generous but playable. So this 30-40 point lead doesn't count for an awful lot.
Oh, yes. One.
Neil Foulds mentioned earlier this week that was the major feature of Fan's triumph in the European Masters. His spotting from distance
Bramble
was outstanding.
Five.
Played that beautifully as well. He's actually a wee bit unfortunate, this cut back red. Can he hold for black? Yeah, oh, very good.
6.
See, when you're playing a cannon like that, it's very easy to take your eye off the pot. So that was good concentration.
$30. $14.
Fan needs the black and one more red. Could have all been very different, of course. O'Sullivan was in first, knocked in the black and a red simultaneously.
$21. Fan Zhengyi, 21.
It's a mammoth task to pot 4 reds, 4 blacks and all the colours to force a respot where they are.
Yeah, just got to be smart about this. Doesn't want to present a gift to Ronnie to peel off the 4 red blacks, as Phil said, because farther ahead. Just things to be aware of, green and blue as they are.
One.
Yeah, well done. I think the first 3 shots of that little cameo break that he just made shows a lot about, tells you a lot about him. Good character, especially given, as I say, he'd been swamped the first couple of frames. So now that he's got a foothold, big frame coming up.
8.
Frame before the mid-session interval.
Nine.
In the European Masters final, Fan was stubborn. Every time O'Sullivan threatened, he repelled the challenge.
16.
And that's what he's been here, stubborn. You don't want to waste flukes in situations like that. Have them when they matter.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how snooker people think you get a fluke, you think, oh, no,
19.
No. You know, at a time like that, you don't need it. Of course, it shouldn't matter, but it feels like it does.
20.
Like golfers when they have a hole-in-one in a practice round. At a tour event, they hate it. It's a waste.
$26. 28.
And also from what I've been observing
31.
in this championship alone, he's not frightened of the top players. That is absolutely for sure. It's no way is he
35.
intimidated, frightened, any of those things. He'll fancy this job, no doubt about it.
40.
Everything that Alan has just said is so true. And that's why the next frame, the last before the interval, could be so important.